Hello everyone, I'm Zantor and welcome back for more No Man's Sky. Today we're going to be travelling to our 14th planet in our 4th star system. That's right, from now on I'm going to actually start counting the amount of planets we go to. So from now on the planets are going to be named like 14, 15 and onwards. Just so we can keep track of how many planets we have been to. And by the looks of it, the game already wants me to go to an abandoned building on a planet. So that's pretty cool. Let's see where on earth this thing is. It's right here on this planet. So let's head towards this little place. I mean, it says there's a rare technology in this building, so that'd be pretty cool to see. So today is a fairly special day, actually, the day I'm recording this. It is the 9th of November, which for many people will mean that it is firstly the day that Donald Trump became the President of the United States in 2016. Just in case you're watching this from another year in the far distant future, but today is that day. The next thing that happened is that Planet Coaster came out of the closed alpha and it is now in the public beta. So that's pretty cool, and I've got that downloaded, 5 gigabytes, very very nice. And looks like we're on some sort of radioactive planet this time, which seems pretty cool. I like the look of this place. But anyway, let's go inside here and see what this thing wants us to do, or is going to give us. Because of course it said that there was a rare blueprint in here for us. So let's see what this rare blueprint is. It is the thermic layer tower. Now what this is, and I really think we should try and get this, is that this will protect us from freezing cold planets. So this is where the sort of the help from the storms come in, because of course if we get storms on a cold planet, then of course it's gonna really affect our shield and everything. Anyway, I believe there are animals on here, because I see, yep, there's some birds up here. I saw the shadows on that building right there. That's always the thing to look out when you're playing this game, is to look out for shadows on the floor, because for all you know, it may be that it's something very useful. I see something over here actually, which I believe, I don't know what this is. Sac Venom. Oh right, okay. So that's fairly useful. I believe it's fairly expensive Sac Venom. I've never actually come across Sac Venom before, so this is fairly interesting. Oh, looks like it gives you a 3-star level. Oh, yep, this is bad. Oh god, okay, we've got the dogs after us. This is not good. A 3-star level means that you get a weird sort of robot dog after you. I did not expect that. This is the robot dog I was on about. Have we destroyed him? I think we have. Yeah, this is weird. This is like a robot dog that will come after you after destroying certain things. Now, as you can see, it is a little bit glitchy because we've got these weird remains here. But yeah, I did not expect that at all. But I'm glad I know that now, as opposed to before where I did not. But there you go. Sac Venom is very, how should you put it, expensive. So that's the reason why it's fairly well protected, shall we say. We've got all sorts of props around here, and I hear the weird drum beats playing, so I'm guessing something's after me. We seem to be okay. Anyway, let's melee boost over here and start discovering our animals for this planet. If it will allow me to, because for some reason it won't allow me to scan this guy. Let's hope. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Just scan everything basically. The more you scan, the more chances of finding all the animals on the planet are. I believe we've got a fair few on this planet this time, actually, it seems like. 6 species left, it said. This planet is very dangerous from what I've seen so far. We've already been in a little bit of trouble with the damage situation here. So we've got to be a little bit on the careful side. It says our shield is down and we got melee boosted over there. Let's gotta be trying to blow this guy up. I'm missing horribly today. There we go, blew him up. Oh boy, this planet is stressful, should we say. Very stressful. Nuisance, destroyed 10 sentinels. Well, I mean, that's only natural now that we had that problem with them then. But that's fine, that's fine. I did not know that they would go after you if you picked up some Sac Venom. But anyway, Sac Venom, of course, is a very expensive material. So if we're looking to become gazillionaires in this game, that is definitely the best option for us. And I really like this planet. Like, you can just see like the amount of dust that's coming off of this place. It's very atmospheric, very atmospheric. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, I mean, Donald Trump becoming the president. A lot of people are like, oh my god, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to America and stuff like that. But let's be honest, if it was Clinton, people would be saying exactly the same. But, you know, I guess we'll just have to see how that turns out. Either way, he's not going to be the president until like sometime in January, as I'm recording this. So we should be okay for a long time. But I mean, I'm doubtful Trump will mess it up, even though he hasn't really had any presidential what's the word? Any sort of presidential experience. That's the word, experience. I still think he'll do a fairly decent job. I mean, because he's run businesses before, so he knows how businesses work. I mean, a country is basically one massive business. Only if it fails, then you've sort of screwed your entire country. But apart from that, it should be okay. And we've got some more birds here. Very nice. 6 out of 8. Wow, okay. We've discovered most of the planet here. It's going very quickly today. Very quickly. But yeah, that's what I'm hoping to do eventually in this series. Is to, rather than just like focus on the game, to sort of go off and talk about things that may be happening in the real life world. Or like other games that are coming out and stuff like that. Because I think it's interesting to talk about this. Let's see if we can... I don't know why like all these guys are angry with me on this planet. I mean, all I did is like come to the home planet and take a few like screenshots of them, for my record database. What keeps attacking me? I keep seeing these weird shield down things. This is very odd indeed. Let's fill our shield back up with a little bit of titanium though, just because, it's very useful to do so at times. Oh, we've got some more animals over here. Very nice. We're almost done with the planet then. There's another one over here. It seems to be fairly big, so that should be kind of good. And I'm very, very glad that we've got these jetpack upgrades, because they are proving to be very, very helpful and very useful, should we say. These look like very big characters. Well, not characters, but monsters here. Some weird crabs. These guys look pretty big. So I'm very surprised that we've actually come across something as big as this. So that's pretty good. We're getting some bigger creatures now. I mean, hopefully the closer we get to the center of the galaxy, the more creatures we will come across. There is an inventory upgrade up here, so I think I'm just going to run over here and get it really quickly, because I mean, it's been a little while since we've had our last inventory upgrade, and we've got a fair amount of money, so we can afford a good old inventory upgrade here. There we go, very nice. 90,000 this one. I've got 3 Sac Venom as well, so that's fairly decent as well. I'm not sure if you need it for anything though, as in crafting, so what I could do is I could just hold on to 2 or 3 in my ship, just for now, just in case there's anything in the future that we may need it for. Although I doubt there's anything we need it for really, so it may just be the best idea that we just sell it. Because I mean, if I'm not going to use it, then what's the point of having it? And plus, with this game, you've got to be very careful how you manage your inventory, because you can get filled up fairly quickly. But it's not a flaw in the game's design at all or anything. It was designed to be that way, so you actually have to think about what you want to keep and what you want to get rid of, which is what I think is very good about this game. It just means that you've got to manage your inventory very well. You've got to keep it at a level where it's acceptable. Let's activate this beacon really quickly, see if there's anything interesting nearby we can go to. I doubt that there is anything interesting, but we'll see. We'll see. Advanced life form, so it's nothing of importance. If it was a manufacturing facility, I would go for it, because that would be something brilliant. But unfortunately, it isn't. Which is alright, we can always get crafting recipes from somewhere else. Oh, and that reminds me, something we do need to do this, not this episode in particular, but in somewhat soon, is we need to start making our next warp cell, because it's going to be very important to us. So, to make suspension fluid, we need a load of carbon. So let's start gathering some carbon here, because of course we need to start crafting our next one. so we can of course travel the rest of the galaxy. Let's make some suspension fluid like that. And now we need plutonium, so we need to go and gather some plutonium. Where have I seen these before? So now that I've gathered a bit of plutonium, we need to craft an electron vapor, and then we can craft our antimatter just by getting a bit more zinc. So let's do a quick scan, see if we can find some zinc. Holy heck, there's a lot of Sac Venom over here. Jeez, there's a lot. Wow, this is pretty good. We can make some antimatter. That means we can make now a warp cell. Beautiful. Let's bring that over to our starship, and we will continue. Because now that we've gotten that warp cell, we can now travel to future, future star systems. So that's pretty good. We don't have the panic of completing all the planets on this star system and not being able to travel to another one. Oh, hang on. Is this our next animal? I believe this is one of our last ones. 7 out of 8. 7 out of 8. Almost there. Almost there. Now, as well, we didn't exactly get to see much of the dogs that are in the game, but because I mean it is very, how should I put it, risky setting the dog trap things off, because of course they can be fairly brutal as well. Anyway, let's fill the power hazard protection up again, just by a little bit, and also our life support. We might as well while we're here. Might as well. I mean, like, I'll mention this again, but with Sac Venom, like, I've never actually discovered it in the game before now, like before today, and I've got like 64 hours in the game now, so it shows that even though people say this game is very linear, like it's a massive game, but the depth of a puddle is what people say. People say that, but like, honestly, I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing that there is a lot you can do in this game. It's just that it's very, how should I put it, tedious? Not really tedious. That's almost a bad word to use, really. It's a good game, it's just there isn't that much to do, if you know what I mean. I agree with the depth of a puddle thing in a way. It's just that there is still a lot of content in the game that that you can do and mess around with. You know what I think would be amazing with the animals is that if there are like random animal nests around the place. So if you fed like an animal, it would just like take you to their nest. You know? Whereas if you kill one, like they'll all run away from you and just like run away from you like forever. That would be like some creatures, whereas other creatures, they would just start like always being aggro if you attack them, if you know what I mean. So just different varieties, really. That'd be great. But what I really think this game needs is like people to start learning like the ins and outs of this game, like how exactly the random generation works, like how the different color schemes work in the game, like how often it is to see a certain type of planet. You know, all the percentages and stuff. That's what I'd like to see. Which is almost what I'm doing here in a way. For example, I'm making like a video log of like all the planets I see and all the stuff I find. Which could also give some interesting percentages and stuff. Like for example, planets with Sac Venom, 1 out of 15. You know, and the more planets I discover and go to, like, the more that odds are going to change. So that's the sort of thing I'm looking for, really. Sort of trying to work out, as a community, what the odds of finding certain things are. Which is what I think we need, really, so we can sort of predict either what Hello Games are going to add next, or like what the predictions will be for sort of like how things will change. If you see what I mean. So back to the starting area of where we were, which is fair enough. It's fair enough. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to heal back up just a little bit. And looks like we've already lost one of our energy bar things, so that kind of sucks. But that should be fine. Let's fill it with a little bit of plutonium, which we do need to fuel up on again, by the way. And rather than going to different planets straight away, we're just going to go and try and find the last animal, which should be somewhere in this galaxy somewhere. I don't know where, but it should be somewhere. That's what I'm going to find out. And land. Let's just land here and see what we can find. Hopefully our last animal. Oh, here we go. Here we go. The final animal has been discovered. No. No, it hasn't. Well, that looks stupid. Well, well, well. Look where we are. We are at the top of a mountain. I hope you don't have vertigo, because this is like the most vertigo-inducing planet I think we've seen so far. Let's just sort of slowly glide down. Uh-oh. Ooh. Ow, that hurt. That hurt a heck of a lot. Oh dear. I knew we'd run out of backpack soon though. Oh, journey milestone. What's this journey milestone? 50,000 U. Holy heck, that is a lot. That shows how long I've been looking for this thing. Either way, we've discovered another one of these buildings that looks like it's been destroyed. So let's have a little snoop around here very quickly. See what we can do. Restore shield. So our shielding has increased. Very nice. And we've got some information here, I believe. No? Fine, because usually you get information there about the alien race. But no. Either way, let's see what this abandoned building wants to give us. Let's analyze the data log. We've got the thermic layer sigma, which is the basically the one that's worse than the one we got earlier. But either way, let's go and build it anyway in our inventory, because that, you know, it's gonna be pretty cool. All we need really is some more carbon, which I believe this is it. There we go, very nice. And then we can make it. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put one of them here. So this is going to be the thermic one. Now there is another one which is for the heat. So we're going to put the heat one there. We're probably going to put like the toxic one. Actually no, we're going to have the toxic one here, the radiation one here, thermal like heat one there. And we're just going to work on it from there, I guess. I'm not really sure what the best pattern is to do that. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. As long as we actually have the upgrades, it really doesn't matter. Although it is nice to have them in a nice orderly manner. But anyway, we have got a exosuit upgrade, which will help us in the cold temperatures. Either way, I mean, I've had a little look around here for about an hour, and unfortunately, it seems like I cannot find the last animal on a planet. And to be honest with you, I've just decided as of recently that I don't exactly want to spend more than an hour looking for all the creatures on the planet. Because to be fair, like after an hour, I'm fed up of the planet. Even though, I mean, they're beautiful planets with like extremely amazing creatures and weird dildo spike things. I mean, I think it's enough for me. I've had enough of the planet after about this amount of time, which for me has been like an hour. And to be fair, I really want to just start and go and play Guitar Hero. And also my game is lagging out tremendously, as you can see. So maybe it would be best if I do stop just for today. If I can at least get to my ship, then this laggy frame rate mess will stop. Of course, as well, you may not have noticed, but at the very, very top left of the screen, you can actually see my frame rate. Yeah, 20 FPS is not a good sign, so I'm probably going to give my computer a rest for now, because it doesn't want to render any more of this game for today. So that'll be fine. It's starting to go back just a little bit now. Yeah, it seems to be almost back to normal, but either way, I want to give my computer a bit of a rest anyway. So I think we're going to leave it at that for today. Unfortunately, we cannot discover the entire planet, but oh well, we'll have to deal with that. And I mean, we've had one already, so oh well. So if you enjoyed this video, please rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video of No Man's Sky, where we go to our next planet. Which will be our 15th planet. So this is planet 14. Planet 14. There we go. We're going to go to planet 15 next time. See you guys then. Bye.